The men plumbed the ship, then he sneaks a barrel of fuel out of it, then he pours out a box of mysterious metal to separate the hydrogen from the fuel, and then he sprinkled it with wood chips and ignited it with a wire. When the hydrogen starts to burn, he could get clean fresh water, but the experiment exploded. Nick was knocked unconscious, but he didn't give up. The experiment was rushed. He didn't account for the exhaled oxygen in his calculations, so he took precautions. He started the experiment again. This time he carefully put the fire source into the oxygen mask, and suddenly a spark erupted from inside. Nick was shocked, but luckily, the experiment worked. The plastic sheet was covered with water droplets. Nick marked the date on the wall. He waited for the potatoes to sprout. In his spare time, Nick restored the Mars base. He removed some of the battery panels to increase the range of the rover, and then he kept driving the rover to conduct experiments, keeping track of how far he could travel each time. On the 54th day, Nick finally waited for a miracle. The potatoes he had planted had finally sprouted. On Earth, a memorial service was being held for Nick, but the command center suddenly noticed a change in the Mars base. The rover started moving around. Apparently, Nick was still alive.